शिव बाबा के पास, प्यारे बाबा के पास। सुख सागर की लहरों में मोतियों से मन भर ले, नजरों से हो निहार, शक्तियों से श्रृंगार कर ले, आनंद से दिल भर भर जाए, आनंद से दिल भर भर जाए, मीठी यादों में मन समाए। पार नीले गगन, प्यारा अपना मीठा वतन, शिव बाबा के पास, शिव बाबा के पास, शिव बाबा के पास, प्यारे बाबा के पास। मधुर मिलन के इन लम्हों में बेहद का सुख पाए, अनुभव के खजानों से खुशनुमा मन हो जाए, गोद में बाबा हमको बिठाए, गोद में बाबा हमको बिठाए, स्नेह प्यार ऐसा लुटाए। पार नीले गगन, प्यारा अपना मीठा वतन, शिव बाबा के पास, शिव बाबा के पास, शिव बाबा के पास, प्यारे बाबा के पास। बड़ा ही सलोना देखा नजारा, मीठे बाबा के संग सैर कराया हमको वतन में, भर कर मन में स्नेह उमंग, मंद मंद मन मुस्काए, मंद मंद मन मुस्काए, बाबा बाबा दिल ये गाए। पार नीले गगन, प्यारा अपना मीठा वतन, शिव बाबा के पास, शिव बाबा के
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. So today we have the Avyakt Murli that is dated 30th November 2008. And as I was listening to this song, you all heard just now, Baba says we can fly up to him with the wings of purity, right? So in today's Murli as well, Baba highlights this topic of purity, and which I feel is very much connected to the Avyakt Murlis of this season, wherein Baba is talking about imbibing purity in really great depths. And in today's Murli, Baba will touch this subject of purity, purity at the level of attitude, vision, purity in relationships, and what is the power of purity, what is the fruit of purity, and where we are lacking, you know. So Baba is going to talk about all this, and also he is giving us a very good homework. So let's see. And in this Murli, Baba explains this blessing, that Baba gives us. Baba says this is the first blessing of your Brahmin life. That is, be holy, be yogi, Pavitra bano, yogi bano. So Baba explains this blessing in essence very beautifully as purity and practice of putting a full stop. So yogi means to put a full stop. So let's see. The essence of the Murli is apply a full stop, imbibe complete purity, and by giving sakaash with your mind, do the service of giving souls a drop of happiness and peace. So this season's last Murli, right, that we heard on 28th of March, Baba talked a lot about this, that give this donation, give this drop of peace and happiness to the souls in the world. So today, Bap Dada is seeing the great children from everywhere. What greatness have you shown? You have easily shown to be possible what the world considers impossible, and that is the vow of purity. All of you have taken the vow of purity, have you not? From Bap Dada, you have taken the vow of determined thought for transformation. To take this vow means to bring about transformation through your attitude. So in Hindi, there are very nice words. Baba says, Vrat lena means vritti ko badalna. So vrat, or this vow, is not just for a day, but it is to transform your attitude. You had the thought that you are all brothers. With the transformation of this attitude in devotion to, they take this vow in so many things. But all of you have had the determined thought with the Father, because the foundation of Brahmin life is purity. And it is through purity that you have God's love and all godly attainments. Right? So the foundation of Brahmin life is purity, and Baba says on the basis of purity, you receive Baba's love and you receive all the attainments from God. The Mahatmas consider it to be difficult or impossible, whereas you consider purity to be your original religion. Bap Dada is seeing that there are some good children who have had the thought, and with the determined thought are showing that transformation in a practical way. Bap Dada is giving many, many blessings from his heart to such great children from everywhere. So Baba says, how will you receive blessings from Baba, or when will you receive blessings? When you make a determined thought and you put it into practice. So Baba says, those children who have bought this vow of purity in a practical level, they receive many blessings from Baba. All of you are also experiencing purity in your thoughts, words, actions, attitude, and vision. Are you not? The attitude of purity means, so here now Baba explains what is purity in attitude. So attitude is vritti. The attitude of purity means to have good wishes and pure feelings for each and every soul. So purity in attitude is to have good wishes and pure feelings for each and every soul. Then Baba explains purity, vision of purity means to see every soul in their soul conscious form, and also constantly to experience the self easily in soul conscious stage. So this is purity in your vision. Purity in vision is to see yourself as a soul and to see others as a soul. So Baba says this stage should be constant and easy. The importance of Brahmin life is purity in your thoughts, words, and deeds. If there is no purity, then the praise of Brahmin life, which is to give blessings to yourself with the power of purity. What blessings do you give? You experience yourself to be happy through purity, and you also give happiness to others. Right? We say, no, Baba says purity is the mother of peace and happiness. So where there is purity, there is this fruit of happiness and peace. If there is no peace, no happiness in my life, that means somewhere there is a lacking in the level of purity. So Baba says you experience yourself to be happy through purity, and you also give happiness to others. Pure souls receive three blessings, three special blessings. One is to give blessings to yourself, and so you become easily loved by the Father. So to give blessings to yourself means actually to follow Baba Srimad, right? So Baba says then you are loved by the Father. So first blessing is that you bless yourself, okay? Secondly, you become the nearest and dearest child of the Father, the bestower of blessings. And this is why you easily receive blessings from the Father and constantly receive them. So these two words, easily and constantly. Baba always uses this word, sada bhi ho or sehaj bhi ho, right? So it should be always and easy. So second thing Baba said, that is the blessing from the Father, the bestower of blessings. Then Baba says, thirdly, you also continue to receive blessings from those who are the special instruments of the Brahmin family, right? From the instruments, from the seniors, from the family, you receive blessings. So with blessings from all three, you constantly continue to fly and make others fly. Right? So you get this flow chart, like Baba says, your original religion or your foundation is purity. On the basis of purity in your thoughts, words, actions, attitude, vision, relationships, you become worthy of receiving these three special blessings: blessings from the self, blessing from the Father, and blessings from the family. And because of these blessings, then Baba says you can fly and you can make others fly. So all of you should ask yourselves and check, do I always experience the power of purity and the fruit of purity? So bal or fal, pavitrata ka bal or pavitrata ka fal. So the power of purity, right? And the fruit of purity, as Baba said, is peace and happiness, is blessings from everyone. Do I always have that spiritual intoxication and pride in my heart? Sometimes when some children celebrate a meeting at Amrit Vela, they have a heart-to-heart conversation. Do you know what they say? They don't always have the fruit of supersensuous joy, which you receive through purity. So as Baba said, the fruit of purity is supersensuous joy, happiness. But then what do some children say? That they experience this fruit only sometimes, not always. They have it sometimes and not at other times, because supersensuous joy is the fruit of purity. So ask yourself, who am I? See, check what answer you get from within, not just on the basis of knowledge that I'm a soul, I'm this, no, but then what comes from your heart? Who am I? So Baba says, ask yourself, who am I? Do you always stay in the experience of supersensuous joy or only sometimes? What do you have called yourselves? When all of you write your names, what do you write? BK so and so. BK so and so, right? So you write your name as BK and you call yourselves Master Almighty Authorities. All of you are that, or are you not? Are you Master Almighty Authorities? Those of you who consider yourselves to be Master Almighty Authorities all the time, not just sometimes, raise your hands. So Baba says, when you're the children of God, Brahma Kumars, Brahma Kumaris, so you claim the right to all powers, right? So Baba says, then you are Master Almighty Authority. So here Baba is asking us to raise our hands if you constantly experience this stage of being Master Almighty Authority. So Baba is saying, if it is sometimes, don't raise your hand. The Baba is asking all the time, just be careful, think about it. Are you this all the time? Double foreigners are not raising their hands. A few are raising their hands. Teachers, raise your hands. Are you this constantly? Do not raise your hands just like that. Only those who are this constantly should raise their hands. So those who experience this stage of Master Almighty Authority, the right to all powers, only Baba says those children should raise their hands. There are a very few. Pandavas, raise your hands. Those sitting at the back, there are very few. It is not the whole gathering raising their hands. Okay, if you are Master Almighty Authorities, then where do all the powers go at that time? So when it is sometimes you feel weak, sometimes you are defeated by Maya. So Baba says, when this word comes sometimes, so at that time, where do your powers go? A master means a master, and a master is higher than the father. So check, there is definitely something, you need to scroll the screen, yeah. There is definitely something weak in the foundation of purity. So Baba says, if you are sometimes Master Almighty Authority, then that means there is some weakness in the foundation of your purity. What weakness is there? Is there weakness in the mind, that is in your thoughts? Is there weakness in your words or weakness in your actions? Or is there weakness in your dreams? So we need to check this, where our purity is not maintained. Baba says at the level of thoughts, words, actions, or dreams. Because the thoughts, words, actions, relationships, and connections and dreams of a pure soul are automatically powerful. Since you have taken the vow of transforming your attitude, why should it be sometimes? So the vow is a vow, right? It is not sometimes. So Baba is reminding us, so you've taken this vow, so it shouldn't be sometimes. You are seeing the time and hearing the call of time, the call of the devotees and the call of souls. So Baba reminds us this time is calling you, souls are calling you who are in pain, who are in sorrow. And then the devotees are calling you. Sometimes Baba also says the elements of nature are calling you. So Baba says you are seeing the time and hearing the call of time, the call of the devotees and the call of souls, and you have all made the lesson of suddenly firm. And so weakness in the foundation means weakness in purity. Okay? So this lesson of suddenly, achanak, Baba says suddenly anything can happen. So there should be no weakness, right? We should be ever ready for that. If there are no good wishes and pure feelings in your words, if they are opposing purity, you cannot experience supersensuous joy. So, right, what comes in our words, it actually is very much related to what is the stage of my mind, right? Because if my words are pure, powerful, encouraging, then of course my stage of mind will also be good, right? But if there is a trace of anger or jealousy or anything negative in my words, then will I be able to connect my intellect with Baba? We cannot, right? So the stage of mind will also not be powerful at that time. So Baba says, check, if there are no good wishes and pure feelings in your words, if they are opposing purity, you cannot experience supersensuous joy, which is the happiness of complete purity. Because the aim of Brahmin life is to make the impossible possible. Such souls do not know the words to the extent that you have this. So accordingly, you have that. Or they don't have as much as they should. They don't have this language. So Baba says, pure souls will not have this language, jitna hai, utna theek hai. Or else, jitna karna chahiye, utna nahi kar rahe hain. Is prakar se. So Baba says, they don't have this language. So tomorrow at Amrit Vela, check yourself. So here Baba gives us the homework for today. Check yourself at Amrit Vela, or check throughout the day, in fact. Do not think about others. Do not look at others, but think only of yourself. So while checking, you have to check yourself, right? Not others. Check to what percentage you are fulfilling the vow of purity. Check 4 things. So 4 things that you need to check. First one is attitude. Right? So what Baba said about purity in attitude, what does it mean to have a pure attitude? Yeah, you'll remember we just...
Shanti, to see soul to each other, no?
Yeah, that was purity in vision, right?
Okay.
Purity in attitude, Baba said to have... But what did Baba say? You all forgot. To have good wishes and pure feelings for each and every soul, right? Baba said that is purity in attitude. So Baba is asking us to check the first thing, your attitude, Second thing, good wishes and pure feelings in your relationships and connections. Do not think this one is always like that anyway, but have pure feelings for that soul too. ये तो ऐसा ही है, ये नहीं बदलेगा. This kind of attitude, Baba says, you should not have. So you have pure feelings. I remember here about Dadi Janki. Once she went to Baba and she asked Brahma Baba that what is it to have a Satopradhan intellect, pure intellect. And then Baba just said her that I'll answer this later on with a practical example. And then Dadi just forgot, because few days passed after that and she just forgot that she had asked this question to Baba. And after few days, she again went to Baba. She didn't remember all that previous thing. But then she just said to Baba, Baba, this brother, so-and-so, he's like this, and he does this mistake always. And then Baba smiled at her and Baba said, this is, the one who has a Satopradhan intellect or pure intellect will never talk about others' weaknesses and never relate those weaknesses to others. And then Dadi realized that she had asked this question to Baba. So Baba said, just have pure feelings, good wishes for that soul as well. And then Dadi said, since then, she never looked at others' weaknesses. She never related anyone's weaknesses. So this is to have a pure attitude, right? So Baba says, do not think that this one is always like that anyway, but you have pure feelings for that soul too. Since you consider yourselves to be world transformers, are all of you that? Do you consider yourselves to be world transformers? Raise your hands. You're raising your hands for this. You have raised your hands very well for this. Congratulations for this too. However, Bab Dada is asking all of you a question. Should Baba ask you? Should he ask you a question? Since you are world transformers, then the 5 elements of nature are also included in world transformation. right? So your world transformers, so Baba says, souls, elements, everything is included in the world, right? So you can transform those, but can you not transform yourself, your companions, and your family? World transformer means to transform everything, souls and nature. So remember your promise. All of you have promised the Father many times. However, Bap Dada is seeing that time is moving very fast. The call of everyone is increasing. So who are the souls who will hear the call? Who has to hear the call? Baba is asking us, who are the souls who will hear the call, bring about transformation and uplift everyone? You are those same
All
ones.
of us.
Yeah, you are those same ones, are you not? So we are world transformers. Bab Dada told you earlier too, you will have to finish 3 expressions in order to be one who uplifts others and uplifts the world. So now here Baba is telling us about 3 things that we need to finish to become completely pure, or to fulfill this responsibility of being a world transformer. So Baba says you have to finish 3 expressions. You know them already. You are clever in knowing those. So you can guess what are those 3 things that Baba is asking us to finish. Bab Dada knows that all of you are clever. The first expression is Parchintan. First thing that you need to finish is Parchintan, that is thinking about others. Instead of Parchintan, what do we need to do? Swachintan, Shubh Chintan, right? Then Baba says, second is Pardarshan, looking at others. And the third is Parchintan, Pardarshan, and the third is Parmat, that you follow the dictates of others. So finish all these 3 pars. पर मना पराया ना, इन बाबा हिंदी में कहते हैं पर ये तो पराया है, तो हमारा नहीं है वो. So why should I adopt that when it doesn't belong to me? So the 3 things, par chintan, par darshan, par mat. So when you finish all these 3 pars, and you will be able to become par upkari. That is the one who uplifts others. So if you finish par chintan, par darshan, par mat, then you become parupkari. It is these 3 expressions that become an obstacle. So what is the reason for obstacles? Baba says these 3 things. So these 3 things come in one or the other way, and then we face obstacles. You remember that, do you not? It is not anything new. So tomorrow at Amrit Vela, check this. So this is the third thing that Baba is asking us to check, because initially he mentioned that check 4 things at Amrit Vela. So number 1, that is check your attitude. Second thing Baba said, check, what did he say about your relationships, right? Your good wishes and pure feelings and your relationships and connections. And then this is the third thing Baba is saying, that if you're facing obstacles, that means there is one of these 3 things, Parchintan, Pardarshan, Parmat. And then you finish all these 3 and become Par Upkari. So then the fourth thing, Baba we'll listen to that ahead. Bab Dada also tours around and he will see what you are doing. So Baba is saying, Amrit Vela, he'll come to you and he'll see what you're doing. Are you doing the homework or not? Now, according to the time and according to the call, there is a need to give each unhappy soul a drop of happiness and peace by giving them sakaash through the mind. So this is the call of the time, Baba says, give a drop of happiness and peace to the unhappy souls through the sakaash of your mind. What is the reason for this? Bab Dada sometimes suddenly looks at the children to see what they are doing, because he has love for the children and he wants to return with the children. He doesn't want to return alone. So how loving and how merciful Baba is, and so much patience he has, right? He's working on us. So Baba says he doesn't want to go alone, but then that is why he's making efforts, no, to make us equal to him so that we can go along with him. So Baba is asking us, you will go with Baba, will you not? Will you return together? Will you? The ones sitting in the front are not raising their hands. Will you not return together? You are going to return together, are you not? Because of the children, Bab Dada, your dadis and your special Pandavas of the advance party are waiting for all of you children. They have made a firm promise in their heart that we will all return home together. Not just a few of us, but all of us will return home together. And that is why Brahma Baba is waiting for us in the subtle world. So Baba says we all will go together. So tomorrow at Amrit Vela, check yourself to see what is lacking. So this is the fourth thing that Baba is asking us to check at Amrit Vela, that what is lacking, where is purity lacking in your thoughts? Baba says, is something missing in your thoughts, words, or when you come into action? Bab Dada toured around all the centers once. Should he tell you what he saw? So here Baba gives us a result. What was missing? What he saw was that bringing about, Baba, now see, listen to this carefully. He's telling us what is the result or where are we lacking. What he saw, H capital, was that bringing about transformation and putting a full stop in 1 second was missing. So these two things, to bring about a transformation, put a full stop in a second. You can't tell you can't tell what happens in the time it takes to put a full stop. No problem if it takes a little while, or gradually I'll do that. I'll do this practice. Baba says, no, you can't say that. Bab Dada has already told you that in the last period, in the last moment, you will definitely have to put a full stop. So last paper is of just 1 second, right? So we cannot take more than a second. So we need to practice this now, because Baba says suddenly you have to do that. Suddenly a paper will come in front of you. But for that, for you to pass in that paper of suddenly, you need a practice over a long period of time, right? So here Baba says, practice this again and again to put a full stop in a second. So Baba says in your last moment, you will definitely have to put a full stop. However, what did he see? You have to apply a full stop, but instead you put a comma. Why did this happen? How can this happen? Or why did he do this to me? And etc. So Baba says you put a comma. You remember the things of others, thinking, why does this happen? What happens? And then you apply an exclamation mark in this. Instead of putting a full stop, you put a comma or you put an exclamatory mark. So you're not able to put a full stop, but instead there is the punctuation of a comma, an exclamation mark, or a queue of questions. Why, what, how, when, all this. So Baba says this is the queue of questions. So check this. Check this. If you don't have the habit of applying a full stop, then your final moments that lead you to your destination will not be elevated. They will not be high. This is why Bab Dada is giving you homework. Now, this is important. Baba says, Baba is giving us homework for today. Tomorrow at Amrit Vela, check yourself, and then you will have to change yourself. For 1 week, repeatedly practice applying a full stop in a second. Right? So this was Didi Manmohini's mantra, right? Ab ghar jana hai. Now it is the time to return home. So Baba is telling us to practice this, put a full stop in a second and check if you're able to do that. How much time you take to put a full stop. So Baba gave us this homework that check these 4 things and make the changes accordingly. And the second thing, for 1 week, practice this to put a full stop in a second. And on 18th January, everyone has a lot of enthusiasm to become equal to the Father. And so on 18th January, everyone has to write a little note and put it in a box, writing down what your result has been till the 18th. So this is November end, 30th November's Murli. That is why Baba gave everyone this time until 18th of January to become equal to the Father. You practice this and then you give your result to Baba on 18th. How much were you able to do? So Baba, sorry, I missed the line, I think. Yeah. So Baba said, put this note on 18th. Were you able to put a full stop or was any other punctuation applied? Do you like this? So do you like this homework that Baba is giving? Nod if you like it. And let Baba know that you like this homework and you will do it. Bab Dada has a lot of love for you children. He doesn't want to go alone. And so what would he do? Now make fast, intense effort. Now being slack in your effort will not bring you success. Again, Baba is telling there's so much time. You don't have this time that you make mistakes and then you keep on correcting. So there's no time to become slack in your efforts. Purity is said to be personality, reality, and royalty. So personality of purity, reality is purity, and royalty is purity. So remember your royalty. Even in your eternal form, you souls are special souls in your land with the Father. So here I would just suggest to you all to, visualize and experience, as Baba says. Baba is taking us through the cycle now, like we did on last Sunday, experiencing the purity in your 5 forms. So Baba says the first form, that is your eternal form, see yourself as souls, as special souls in the eternal abode, supreme land with the Father. Just as special stars are sparkling in the sky, in the same way, you special stars are sparkling in your eternal form. So remember your royalty of the beginning period. So you can experience, right? Pure soul in the land of silence with Baba. Then when you go to the golden age, remember the royalty of the deity form. So now you come to the golden age, you are in your deity form, completely pure, 100% pure. So Baba says, now everyone has a crown of light of their royalty on their head. Eternally and in the beginning period, there is so much royalty. So eternal form, that is the point of light, soul form, that is completely pure. And then the original form, that is the beginning period in golden age. So that is also completely pure, royal. Then Baba says, come to the copper age. No one else has as much royalty as there is in your images. Now see yourself as worthy of worship, sitting in the temple, in royalty, in purity. Images are created of leaders, actors, and dharmatmas, that is saints, but the worshipping and the speciality of your images are so royal, right? So these leaders, actors, they are not worshipped. They are just praised. So Baba says, you become worthy of worship because there is so much royalty of purity in your images. Everyone becomes happy on seeing your images. They take so many blessings through your images. So all of this is the royalty of purity. So the foundation is purity, right? That you have such an elevated form throughout the entire cycle. Then come to the confluence age. Baba says, purity is the birthright of Brahmin life. The lack of purity should now end. Do not think it will happen. I will have disinterest at that time and so it will happen then. Baba koi jaise, They ask Baba to keep patience. Baba will do it till the end. Baba says, do not think like this. You tell Baba many very good things. Baba, you don't worry, it will happen. However, this January, Bab Dada especially wants to make everyone complete in purity. So the angelic form, right? That is the complete pure form. Then Baba says, purity is not just celibacy. Even waste thoughts are impurity. So vices is a very gross form of impurity, but Baba here says that even waste, even in the thoughts or dreams level, that is also impurity. So waste thoughts are impurity. Waste words, a form of wasteful words, which is also called bossiness, that is to have a trace of anger, are impurity. So waste words, sometimes if you raise your voice, or the tone of your voice is not good, then Baba says that is also impurity, no? Create such sanskars of purity that seeing you from a distance, others are able to receive vibrations of purity. This is so beautiful that Baba is saying, create such sanskars of purity that whenever anyone sees you, even from a distance, they should be able to receive vibrations of purity through you. The result of the purity that you have is that of the soul being pure and the body also being pure. So you attain double purity. Right? So that is why in Hindi, that is this different word, no? Pavan. In English, it is purity only, but in Hindi, pavitra or pavan. So Baba says deities are pavan. That is, soul is also pure and the body is also pure. So that's double purity. Whenever any child comes here, what is the first blessing he receives from the father? Do you remember? May you be pure. May you be yogi. So as I mentioned in the beginning, Baba reminds us of this blessing which we receive at the time of this Brahmin birth. Baba says that is be holy, be Raj Yogi. So imbibe both things, that is purity and a full stop, that is a yogi. So yogi means full stop. Do you like it? At Amrit Vela, Bap Dada will go on a tour. He will also tour around all the centers. Bap Dada can tour around everywhere in 1 second. So this January, make a new plan for the Avyakt month. So we can make a new plan for the April month. This is 1st April, right? So take this homework, what Baba is telling us, to check those 4 things and then practice putting a full stop in a second. So increase service through the mind and through your stage with avyakt actions and avyakt words. So on 18th January, Bap Dada will see everyone's result. He has love for you, does he not? On 18th January, from Amrit Vela, you only speak of things of love. All of you complain, asking, why did Baba become avyakt? So the father too is complaining. Right? In the month of January, we all have experienced this. There is this sweet complaint to Baba, we wish if we could have seen Sakar Baba. But then now Baba is saying that Baba is also complaining. While being in the corporeal form, when will you become equal to the Father? While being in the corporeal form, when will we become like Brahma Baba? So Baba says, when will you become equal to the Father? So today Bap Dada is especially drawing your attention a little. Okay, so this we can continue leave this for tomorrow and we can stop here now. Let's pause for a while and try to absorb what Baba said, what homework Baba gave us, and then we can share later on. Okay. Om Shanti. Anyone would like to share?
Sorry, Om Shanti, sister. This is a very important Murli and very reflective. And I just wanted to share my experience that after I got deeper and deeper into Baba's connection, in fact, Baba is the one who kind of guided me through this process of having pure feelings and visions for others through meditation. And now I've seen, besides doing the 4:30 morning, which I do the universal prayers, even at work and even in the evening, there are different people who call me and say, okay, can we just do that for a few minutes? And I know it's Baba getting it done. And the fact is that this having just the simple, pure thought and pure energy that you're trying to spread to everyone around you and helping them to themselves discover their connection to the Almighty in whichever form they see is a great blessing. So I just wanted to thank actually this group and Baba for putting me onto this journey, and actually Baba using me in this instrument in such a beautiful way. Because as I keep doing it, I myself keep evolving. So thank you, everyone. Om Shanti.
Yeah, very nice experience. Thank you for sharing that. Baba always says, no, you support other souls with your vibrations. So just by having good wishes, sitting at one place, you can support the souls in the world this way.
Om Shanti. Am I audible?
Yeah, sister.
Yeah, okay. Very beautiful Murli and very well rendered. It's such a nice Murli. I like the point where Baba says, that is, he says, bringing about transformation and put a full stop in 1 second. And Baba also says that practice this again and again. But what we do is we just keep putting comma and exclamation marks. We just think about the future and we don't try to put it full when a conversation is going on, or whether it is hot or whatever it is, we need to put a full stop. Instead, we just keep on giving, adding on and keep putting commas and exclamation mark. So this is my checking point today for the whole day.
Yeah.
Om Shanti.
Two things we miss, Baba said, right? We need to check and change. So whenever you see yourself putting a comma or an exclamatory mark, immediately pull yourself back and put a full stop, right?
And I also like this point, sister, where Baba said that what comes in your words shows your state of mind and intellect, right? Even a small child, though so you feel like kiddling him. So it's a very beautiful child. When it makes some mistakes, some naughty mistake or something, it immediately reflects in his eyes, right? Yeah.
Om Shanti, sister, and everyone. What you were just telling, it's all April, and tomorrow, Nau Durga starts. And Baba was telling, are you all the time Master Almighty Authority? So whatever Baba was asking, I said, I felt I need to work on every aspect. Really, we easily say so. We are Baba's children, and how much Baba wants us to improve. He's so merciful. He's giving us so much of time, so such loving sustenance, all types, whatever we desire, he's giving in the best of the best. But like Harpreet's sister, I have seen her last year, and today what she's saying, it's everyone's wish. Actually, what she's destined, Baba is making her instrument. I feel so privileged to see her flying, and I sincerely wish let's all have that, uh, our wish come true. Like she's giving the needful to everyone around her. They are asking for the meditation and they're going into that experience. What else Baba wants us to first of all epitomize and then help others to feel Baba in our essence. So today whole Murli was to check and change, and if we become essential, That's how Baba is going to take services. And from my heart, I congratulate Sarpi's sister. She's able to do it. Let's all do it together. Thank you, Baba. Om Shanti.
As everybody said, Om Shanti, adding on to the points, there are a lot of points today to check, and I could see few things which evidently shows that, especially when Baba says that whatever you speak is actually somewhere there in your thoughts, and how easily we say, this was not what I meant, it was not my intention, ho gaya. So easily we say that. And today it is a checking point that जाने अनजाने में भी कोई चीज अगर निकल जाए from your mouth, then I need to check where in my subconscious is this thought coming in. That's one takeaway. Second takeaway is Baba says that if I'm talking about others, so I have people in my life who say that you will never change, or probably I will think about others that they will never change. That is also a trace of impurity. I have no right to look at how the other person is. The moment I have this thought, I'm in my body conscious space. So taking up this back as a point that practice seeing the other person or human being that I'm getting connected with as a soul. And that is the only access to be pure and see purity in others. Om Shanti.
Yeah, I too felt this, that, through this Murli, Baba is really drawing our attention. And this attention is the most important thing. I feel attention to the self, what kind of awareness I'm having, because what is in my awareness will come in my attitude and actions as well. Yeah.
And then he also brings our attention towards these three pars: Parchintan to be
Yeah.
transformed to Swachintan, Pardarshan to be transformed to Swadarshan, and Parmat to be transformed to Swamat. Swamat, not from the
Srimad.
space of,
Yeah.
Swamat first is Swamat, at least first have confidence in our own self. Then is where the space you will be able to take Srimad. Sometimes, and it's been my experience, Baba will say something, but if four souls who are near to me and they say something, I may get influenced. So how can I distinguish? First is to whatever Baba is talking about, take in my stride, let me understand it before I go and look at it as to how do I'm going to be imbibing it. Therefore, I spoke about from Parmat to Swamat and Srimat.
Okay.
And that's where Baba so many times he speaks about in the Murli, Swaman mein raho, Swaman mein raho. And when once these 3 points are being checked, तो फिर that par is आप par लगा के उड़ सकते हो ना. That's what Baba is mentioning in today's Murli as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So he said you become parupkari, that is the one who uplifts others. Yeah. So that is why Baba said, no, on the basis of this purity only, you become worthy of, or you have that capacity to give others this drop of happiness and peace.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else would like to share? Yeah.
The Om Shanti. Baba has also said in one of the sentences that one who is pure, Sato Pradhan, in his feelings will never have any complaints about others, right?
Mm.
Om Shanti, I just wanted to add one thing that I'm still learning in that process. Whenever I've had a weakness, which I do, some impure thought, a moment of anger in some situation at work or at home, what I try and do is I just reflect on that in my meditation, and I see Baba cleansing it, I visualize that happening. And I also see, like, if anybody has caused pain, or to me personally, or even between 2, 3 different people whom I'm aware of, I try to bring all of them in the light. And I use Baba's light to heal them, So in my own way, I don't know, I'm practicing this, and I've realized I feel so light and happy after I've done it, because it's almost like Baba is intervening, if there's a connection between two people that's not so okay, and I know both of them, I bring both of them into the light, and use Baba's light to energize them and change the vibration. I don't know if any of you have tried this, but I don't know. I'm just sharing because I'm also just in the process of learning. So, but I feel it really helps. And especially when you want to uplift somebody else, and you can make out the soul needs a little help, but then I have to check myself and say, I'm not supposed to think the soul is weak, because everybody is a pure soul, right? And then you just use Baba's light to energize that person in your own thought, and just send that vibration across. And it's like a subtle meditation, but it helps.
Yeah,
So if
Baba.
maybe Sister Sharmila can help us. If
Yeah,
we
no,
are
Baba
doing,
does tell about this, that your connection with Baba can help others to connect with Baba and can also empower them, right? So
Right,
that
right.
is what we do in Mansa Seva, no? In Sakaash, that is, you absorb from Baba and you radiate to all other souls, so that even if they cannot connect directly to Baba, but they can attain through you.
Okay.
So yeah, so also this is a kind of a practice of forgiveness as well. If you have any karmic accounts with any particular soul, Baba mentions about this. You emerge those souls in front of Baba, and you just, through your meditation, that is why Baba says, no, you can clear your karmic accounts as well.
Right.
With
So
other
it's
souls.
helping,
So
definitely.
yeah, you give
Yeah.
positive energy, you give this
Yeah.
pure elevated vibrations from Baba to those souls, and that will help the energy in your relationship to change with that soul. And that is the way you clear your accounts through yoga, through meditation.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, sister, for telling me that. Thank you.
Just to resonate to what both of you are talking about, I have practically experienced this, that this this reflective meditation, talking to that soul in front of Baba, confessing of whatever has happened around, had supported me to transform relationships at times.
Yeah.
And it has really worked pretty well. I know wherever there has been a conflict, the first thing which now I practice is I sit in front of Baba, speak about authentically what has happened, and then I surrender.
Even
The
in
moment,
general, you can do that. I mean, sorry for interrupting, but then even if there's no particular soul, Baba says, no, over the past 63 births, you have created accounts with souls. So even now, if you don't know them, you just generally emerge souls in front of Baba, and then you give them that pure positive energy vibrations, so that you clear your accounts in that way as well.
yeah.
But we should be knowing those souls, is it? Or just
No,
just
not
invite those?
necessarily. Not necessary. You know that soul.
Then that
Now, if
means
you're in a if you have a problem in a particular relationship, you can emerge those souls plus all other souls whom unknowingly or knowingly I have created a negative account. So you need to clear that as well, no? So you don't necessarily need to know those souls.
okay. So when we are giving sakaash, we give sakaash as a whole to all the souls, or we should say that it is for the unhappy souls and then give sakaash?
Everyone needs happiness and peace. Who doesn't want? Everyone wants, right?
Like the war is going on. There are so many unhappy souls, right?
So there are many,
Or it
right?
is
There is not
general.
one particular soul. There are many souls, no?
That's what they are all unhappy souls, They are,
Yeah, you
that
can
is
do
what
that.
I.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Okay. Let's just remember Baba And before that, we have an announcement next Sunday, that is on 3rd April, coming Sunday. We have this special session. The name of the topic is Brahma Baba, from corporeal to incorporeal. So today's Murli also, you see, Baba said he's trying to make us equal to Brahma Baba so that we can go along with him. So very nice topic. Sister Sapna, she will be taking us through this topic, and this is in English with Chinese translation. So same timing as usual, 5:30 a.m. until 7 a.m. So it is on 3rd April 2022. So all of you are invited to join for this special session. Okay. Now let's remember Baba and sit in this awareness that I am a pure soul. Purity is my original religion. Purity is my foundation. And so I practice purity in my thoughts, words, actions, and relationships. And I have good wishes and pure feelings for each and every soul constantly. Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, sister.
Thank you, Shamina Ben. And
Thank you so much.
let's
Thank
be
you so
in
much.
this intoxication of checking and changing our space of purity. And we shall meet tomorrow to continue this Murli at 5:30 a.m. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.